Hi, I'm Anne.
And I'm Adam.
Welcome to Daily English Podcast.
Hello again, everyone. Adam, I can't believe we are already back. What an incredible trip we had at the cabin.
I know, Anne. I still close my eyes and I can feel the peace of that place. It was a necessary trip to disconnect from the noise of the city.
It was magical. I remember perfectly when we arrived. The place was beautiful, completely surrounded by towering pine trees, and the lake looked like a mirror at sunset. It was the best destination we could have chosen.
Although we arrived late because of the incident with the lost girl, we managed to get there and explore the place a little bit.
Yes, and it was perfect because the sky was clear and I could watch the stars. I didn't forget my telescope this time.
I knew you wouldn't forget to bring it this time.
Of course. It was the perfect opportunity to watch the stars. Far from the city, the sky reveals its treasures much better.
It was very intense. I had a lot of energy saved up, so the day after we arrived, I went straight to fish in the lake. I stayed there for hours under the sun, waiting for the fish to bite the hook.
And you wouldn't stop talking about how much that relaxed you. But you are too energetic to stay still for so long. That's why the next day you decided to look for more adrenaline, right?
Exactly. I found a rock climbing area on the back of the mountain. It was a huge challenge. The wall was almost vertical, but when I reached the top and saw the whole landscape from above, it was totally worth it. It was perfect for an extreme dive.
While you were fighting against gravity, I did something a bit calmer but just as satisfying. I spent hours hiking along the hidden paths of the forest. I got lost among the trees, took incredible photos, and connected totally with nature. It was my time to breathe.
But what I really remember most fondly is when night fell. After an exhausting day of hiking, there was nothing better than sitting in front of the fireplace. The heat of the burning wood was the only thing we needed. Ah, yes. It was said that that man disappeared into the fog 50 years ago, but that hikers still heard his metallic footsteps around the cabin whenever the moon was full.
Adam, stop! Metallic footsteps? That's what scared me the most. And did people really hear them, or was it just the wind hitting the cabin pipes?
That was the disturbing part, Anne. Hikers swore that the footsteps stopped right in front of the door, as if someone were waiting for an invitation to enter. I love how your eyes would get wide with surprise when I told you the details of the sound of metal against stones.
It was terrifying, but you made it sound so real. I, on the other hand, told you the story of the lake lights. Do you remember? The one about the travelers who saw a lamp lit in the middle of the water at 3 in the morning?
Are you referring to the story of the lost fisherman? Yes, I remember you said the lights weren't from a boat, but something much older that emerged from the bottom of the lake.
Exactly. They said that if you stared at the light, you could see silhouettes moving under the surface. And the worst part, Adam, is that night, while I was telling you, I could have sworn I saw a flash out there on the lake. Do you remember that we both stayed silent for an entire minute?
Yes, I remember it perfectly. That silence was absolute. That atmosphere, the fire, you and me. You ran to my side when you noticed those lights on the lake.
I know. We shouldn't have told those stories so late, Adam.
I think you were trying to flirt with me.
Adam!
It's just a joke, but besides the moment of tension, it was the calmest moment of the night.
Yes, it was a very warm moment. I remember that while we were talking, the fire started to lower its intensity, and I felt I was really exhausted.
I know. You were so tired from the hiking that, without realizing it, you rested your head on my shoulder and, well, you fell asleep listening to me talk.
Did I? I didn't even notice.
You fell fast asleep, Anne. I didn't want to move you. I stayed there, looking at the embers, feeling like I was watching over your sleep. I felt very happy being far away from everything.
But the next day, I woke up in my bed.
It's just that I carried you upstairs so you would be more comfortable and could rest well. We still had a day to make the most of. And I also wanted to rest, Anne.
How thoughtful you are, Adam. Well, I woke up feeling incredible. The next day, I went with Adam to learn how to climb. We took a few bumps.
I know. It was very funny watching you roll downhill.
Hey, how cruel you are, Adam.
It was very funny because you got up annoyed and blushing.
How horrible. I must have lost all my glamour. Well, guys, before we go, let's review the words that summarize this trip.
Hiking. Walking long distances through nature for sport.
Fishing. The activity of trying to catch fish.
Cabin. A small country house, usually made of wood.
Fireplace. The structure inside the house where we light a fire.
View. The panorama or landscape that we see from a point.
Nature. Everything that surrounds human beings without technological intervention.
To relax. The act of releasing physical and mental tension.
To arrive. The final moment of a trip when reaching the destination.
To disconnect. To stop being connected to something, like work or the city. We needed to disconnect from the city.
Sunset. The time of day when the sun disappears below the horizon. The lake looked like a mirror at sunset.
Telescope. An instrument used to see distant objects, like stars. I didn't forget my telescope.
To bite the hook. Used in fishing, when a fish takes the bait. Waiting for the fish to bite the hook.
To fall asleep. The moment you start sleeping. You fell asleep listening to me.
Thoughtful. Someone who is kind and thinks about others. How thoughtful you are, Adam.
Towering. Very tall or high. Towering pine trees.
Exhausting. Something that makes you feel very tired. After an exhausting day of hiking.
Terrifying. Something that causes great fear. It was terrifying.
Disturbing. Something that makes you feel worried or anxious. That was the disturbing part.
To stare. To look at something fixedly for a long time. If you stared at the light.
Silhouettes. The dark shape or outline of someone or something against a lighter background. You could see silhouettes moving.
Embers. Glowing pieces of coal or wood in a dying fire. I was looking at the embers.
To flirt. To behave as if you are sexually attracted to someone, often in a playful way. I think you were trying to flirt with me.
Blushing. When your face becomes red because you are embarrassed or shy. You got up annoyed and blushing.
Glamour. An attractive or exciting quality that makes a person seem special. I must have lost all my glamour.
What a great trip. Thank you for sharing this adventure with us. See you in the next podcast.
Enjoy the process calmly, guys. Remember that this will always be your peaceful space to improve your English naturally. Subscribe and share the video. Take good care of yourselves and happy learning.
Goodbye.